Hello, all my creative friends. Happy Tuesday. I am here on my right time, on my right day. Unbelievable, right? Last week was an anomaly, I hope. Anyway, it is Tuesday, February 4th, 2025, and I am so happy to be here with you at my normal time. We are in the midst of some beautiful weather. We're going to get a high of 64 today. It is just delightful. This is when we usually get storms here in Middle Tennessee, when it's really warm and then cold fronts come in and rain. But so far they're saying it doesn't look like anything severe. So I am so happy to hear that. I hope it's nice where you are too. I do understand that next week we're going to have a cool down. It's going to, I think, be down in the 40s for highs, but that's okay. I can take that this time of year. Hi, Shar, glad you are on. My name is Maureen Rolfes, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. I have been an independent demonstrator as of yesterday for 28 years. I can hardly fathom that. That is crazy to me, but I love what I do. I am coming to you from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, in Middle Tennessee in the United States, and I am here to help you find the joy of card making, to give you tips and tricks to make that a little bit easier for you and ideas, and then to encourage you to send out your beautiful creations to others to spread the joy. Be sure to say hello if you are watching in the comments so I know you stopped by. And if you're watching later on the replay, let me know that also. Thank you, Shart. 28 years. Can you believe that? That is just crazy to me, especially since when I signed up, I just signed up to get the kit discount and I was going to quit right after that. So here I am 28 years later and still in love with everything about Stampin' Up. As always, I will be drawing from all of the comments on this video and giving away the project we make today. So be sure to comment as many times as you like. I love to hear from you. I love to know what you think. I like to answer your questions if you have questions. So any comments you enter today through midnight tomorrow, February 5th, will be entered, and I will draw for a winner on the next morning. All right, so last time I hadn't drawn for my last winner, but I have done that now. So congratulations to the winners of my last two cards. Lois Henderson won the card from 2 times ago, and Lori Wycott won this most recent one. So thank you, ladies. I appreciate you, and those cards are in the mail and on their way to you. And we had some more winners. So last month's Sketch Challenge winner was Sharon Rowland. And my 3 January order winners that I draw from all the orders given and I give away 3 prizes were Joan McPherson, Nancy Rathbun, and Melody Smathers. So all of those prizes will be going out this week. They're not in the mail yet, but they will be soon. Hi, Melody. Glad you are watching. Also, if you can share this video to a crafty group, to a crafty friend, to your home page, wherever you'd like to share me, let me know if you do that. That gets me exposure beyond my own little realm here to other people, and I appreciate it so much. Good morning when you do that. Hi, Veronica. Glad you are here. So if you share me anywhere, let me know that, and I'll give you a bonus entry toward today's project. All right, is there anything else I want to tell you here? I think that's it. Let's turn you around. My skies look gray, but it is nice and warm out there, guys. Things are starting to think it's spring, so I hope we don't get any really late freezes and kill some stuff. Okay, down to my table. Excuse me. This is me, Maureen Rolfes, the Crazy Stamping Lady. My blog is crazystampinglady.blogspot.com. My email is crazystampinglady@gmail.com. My Facebook is facebook.com/Crazy Stamping Lady. My YouTube is under my name, Maureen Rolfes, and you can shop with me at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. This is my February hostess code. Guys, we're only going to have hostess codes for this month and next month, and I think part of April, and then they're gone. So please shop with them while you can. There will be a whole new rewards program, and I will be sharing more about that within like the 30 days before it becomes active. and it'll be great for everyone also. But for right now, if you're shopping with me in the month of February, please use this hostess code. You enter it right before you go to the checkout screen. So don't wait till you hit the checkout, because then it's too late. Do it on the screen before you go to checkout. If your order is over $150 pre-shipping and handling and tax, then don't use this code, because then you will earn some of your own rewards. I do have a couple things I got in the mail, but I am not going to share them today. I'm going to share them next time, because we have so much going on as of this morning, guys. I am a little overwhelmed, so I'm going to try to present this in some way that it makes sense to all of you. Okay, Last Chance products. They updated the Last Chance list. So when you go in to shop through my website, you hit Shop Now, and then you can pick under Specials Last Chance. They updated it this morning. These products are only there while supplies last, and there is a ton of great stuff. I could hardly believe it. Some beautiful designer series papers, some kits, some dies, some stamp sets, ribbons. It was just, I was overwhelmed. So great stuff out there. Make sure you check that Last Chance products list out. And again, only while supplies last. Plus, we added 2 new kits today. So there is a kit out there that does not have any stamping. All of the sentiments are printed for you, and they're just congratulations and best wishes. So it is a so much to celebrate kit. These cards are florally and beautiful. They would be great for graduation cards. They'll be great for wedding cards. They'll be great for baby cards. They're just gorgeous. And this kit is only $14, and it makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. So very cool kit. And then the second kit we added, I like even more. The second kit we added is called Heirloom. I can talk, guys. Sorry, I just messed that up. Heirloom Arrangements Kit. Now, this kit does have a stamp set. So it's right here. It has a little butterfly and a sketchy background. It says, I feel lucky to have you. Thank you for you. I appreciate your kindness, and thankful and grateful. Cute little stamp set. But what I love most is this set makes 8 cards, 1 each of 8 different designs. So it is packed full of ephemera, just tons of ephemera that goes together any way you want it. It also has a block because it has a stamp set, so that's really nice when you get that extra block. It has a little mini stamp spot, and I think it might be copper clay, but I'm not positive. I didn't look that up. But what's really cool about this is they're going to give you these 8 designs to make your cards, but you can really make them however you want. You can mix and match any of this to make your beautiful cards. So this is on my list for today. I'm going to order it. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Great. So 2 new kits in the kits collection. Then we have Paper Pumpkin, and I wanted to mention this for a couple reasons. One, February 10th is the last date to sign up for this month's Paper Pumpkin. The theme of it is Hello Spring. It makes 9 cards. It has unique envelopes that open from the end that are really cool. And it's all about plants and spring and gardening and just gorgeous images that I can tell. I think it's going to be wonderful. But I wanted to point it out because I know a lot of you are gardeners and love gardening, and this is a perfect time to sign up, because when you sign up for Paper Pumpkin now, if you do a prepaid subscription, it's going to count for Celebration. It's going to count for my free card kits. It's going to count toward my mystery boxes. It's going to count for so many things. And in a minute, we're going to be using some of the dies that are for this month's or this quarter's little die kit. That's an add-on. You can only get this add-on if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and I'll show you it a little more up close and personal in just a second. But Paper Pumpkin, if you want to try it, now is the time with so much rewards you can get for trying it out. So, Paper Pumpkin. Okay, my free monthly card kit. Every month I give a free card kit for qualifying purchases. if you order during the month of February using my hostess code that I showed you earlier and here, a $50 order will get you 3 free card kits. $75 order will get you 3 card kits plus a bonus project. $100 will get you 3 free card kits, a bonus project, and a half a pack of an embellishment. All of these are retired products, but they are brand new and beautiful, and you will love them, and you can recreate the cards and the projects using what you have on hand if you want to. Any orders at all get a handmade card from me as a thank you, and all orders are entered into my monthly order drawing. So the March class, which will be for these kits here, is going to be mailed out by March 1st, and it'll be held on Monday, March 10th. The February class, which is for January orders, has been mailed out, and you should be receiving them this week. That class is going to be this coming Monday, the 10th, at 11 o'clock in the morning. So anyone can watch that. It is right here in this Facebook page. And if you ordered from me last month and qualified, you have a kit coming your way this week. Okay, mystery boxes. I put this out in an email. I posted it on my Facebook page. It is my 28th Stampin' Up! Anniversary, and I wanted to celebrate. So for the month of February, anyone who purchases at least $50 in the month of February will earn a mystery box from me. That mystery box will contain all retired products. Anything that Stampin' Up! Has ever sold is fair game. So it could be stamp sets, it can be dies, it can be punches, it can be bundles, it can be designer series paper, embellishments, ribbons, embossing folders, 3D gift boxes, paper pumpkin kits, partial kits, specialty cards, envelopes, card bases, Project Life products that we had, memories and more, paper pumpkin, stamp sets, coloring items, handmade cards, tags, gifts, and kits, and more. And the value of your mystery box will be pretty much comparable to however much you order. So if you order $50, I for sure will have at least $50 worth of product at their original price when they were sold in that mystery box. Order $100, I for sure will have at least $100 in there. So I will be putting all of these together for this week's order on the weekend. And I'm going to do that each time. So orders should go out within a week of when you order, and then just allow however much time. I will email you when your package has gone out and be able to track that for you. So that's exciting. Order any time in the month of February to qualify. You can order over and over and over, and you will qualify over and over and over. Remember, it has to be with my host code unless your order is over $150 pre-shipping and handling and tax. And this is in addition to any other celebration rewards, any other bonuses offered by me, like my kits, anything like that. The only thing is it will not apply to any in-person classes and events that I have. So that includes a virtual class. If it's a class, this will not apply. It's just a separate entity than that. So other than that, any orders that go in will count. Then, this was a surprise to me. They added new level 1 celebration products to the celebration offerings. So if you have the celebration brochure, the level 2 items, which are either this stamp set or this bundle, are staying the same. But we have all these pages of level 1. So that means with any $60 purchase, you can pick one of these items to have as your freebie. 120 would be 2 of them. 180 would be 3 of them. That's just the way it works. This morning they added some amazing offerings to the level 1. So if you do a $60 order, you can now pick the Bee Builder Punch. And these are current products, guys. You can order them at full price. So be sure you're picking them under the celebration category at the end of your order. The Bee Builder Punch, a $24 value. The Alphabet Alamo Dies, a $42 value. The Celebration Beautiful Butterflies Photopolymer Set, $24 value. Trusty Tools Dies, $37 value. Planted Paradise Photopolymer Set, $22 value. Celebration Happy Labels Pick-a-Punch, $28 value. Brushed Brass Butterflies, $10 value. Celebration Night of Navy Ribbon, $9 value. The Honeycomb, Hooray for Honeycomb Kit, $18 value. The Kit Happy Houseplants, $25 value. Guys, these things are amazing. And then the Natural Botanicals photopolymer set, $22. So for a $60 purchase, you can pick any of these or any of the level ones out of here while supplies last. Okay? So be aware, if they run out of them, it'll be gone. They may be available coming back to purchase after, they may not, because most of these I think are going to be gone once they're gone. But be aware of that. Check it out. There is so much going on right now. You do not want to miss out, guys. You don't want to miss out. Just let me tell you. And then our mini catalog. This is just beautiful. It is just amazing. And there is so much great stuff in here. So yeah, so much going on. Today, though, I'll be focusing on online exclusives and that little paper pumpkin die set. So let's get to our project. I needed some anniversary cards. So my husband and I will soon be married 49 years. So that means next year in 2026, we will be celebrating our 50th anniversary. We have tons of friends. I can just off the top of my head think of 9 couples who got married between this time and the time we did that will be celebrating their 50th anniversary in the next 12 months or so. So I needed some beautiful golden anniversary cards, and I thought, why not do that for today's Coffee and a Card? So we're going to be using some fun products, some of which you've seen, some of which you may not have seen already. Let me grab some stuff here. So this is the pieces we're going to need. And the first thing I want to show you is we are using, so this is that little paper pumpkin die set that you can only purchase if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and only while supplies last. So it has this gorgeous heart, and this is what we're going to be using today, and I'll show you that in a minute. It has this piece right here and this piece, which cut out the chives and the chive blossoms in the current Paper Pumpkin kit. So if you order that gardening kit I was talking about, there is a chive image and a chive blossom image that you can stamp and cut out with these. And then next month is going to be a bee theme, and there's a little honeycomb and a little bee for that. So this is a great die set, guys. I can't remember how much these are. I wish I should have written that down. I know they're not super expensive, and they coordinate with this quarter's Paper Pumpkins. But the heart, the honeycomb, and the bee can all be used without any of the Paper Pumpkins. You just have to be a subscriber in order to order the dies. So we're going to be using, oh, and this is called, if you want to search on it, Spring is in the Air, but again, it will only let you order if you're a subscriber. Okay, guys, I'm going to take these pieces out because I want to show you that heart up close and personal. This is the piece I cut out for my golden anniversary cards. So this uses this die right here. It cuts out the center of it as a gold heart, and it's a really nice size. I love it. And then it cuts out the border of it like that. And so we're going to be using these 2 pieces on our card today, as well as this layer of gold foil. Excuse me. So let's get this out of the way. So I'm going to show you a couple things right up front. For this envelope, I ran it through my die cut and embossing machine using the Layered Florals 3D embossing folder. This is one of my favorite embossing folders. These beautiful flowers are so deep and elegant, and I thought that would be perfect on the flap of an anniversary card. So I ran that through. Look how pretty and elegant that looks. When I was doing it, I was thinking, what a beautiful way to do a wedding invitation or a wedding card, to finish it off with that beautiful flap like that. So that is the envelope already done and ready for that part. Also in this kit, We have a basic black A2 base. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of basic white for inside, and this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. This gold layer, foil layer right here, is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then I just cut the heart out of the center because we're going to be covering it up. I have another basic white layer, and this one, excuse me, is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I also ran this through that same embossing folder. So if you do not have this embossing folder and you are putting in a purchase to get some of those specials, check it out. I do not think you'll be disappointed. It is gorgeous. Okay, so that is a layer in here. And I think I said, but this one is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have a little scrap here that we can die cut our sentiment. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're working with today. So the first thing I wanted to show you is an online exclusive that I haven't used before on here. It is called Mixed Labels. It is currently available under the online exclusive. The sentiments are, thank you, happy anniversary, your kindness made my day, you're pretty wonderful, for a great friend, just a note to let you know you're on my mind, I'm so glad we're friends, with sympathy, wow, that was pretty bad, wasn't it, guys? Tongue twisted, with sympathy, this little flower image and a banner. So that's all in the stamp set. And then the bundle comes with these dies, which have this that cuts out that banner from the stamp set, kind of an etchy crisscross background, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 other little labels that you can put sentiments inside, and a little leaf. Just a great general bundle to use for just about any occasion. So this again is on the online exclusives. That's where you're going to find it. And we're going to use this little happy anniversary. But then I also wanted something for the inside of my card to coordinate. And none of these sentiments really went with it. I mean, I guess you're pretty wonderful might have been okay. But yeah, I didn't really love any of those to go with it. So I grabbed another online exclusive, the Everyday You and Me. You've seen me use this before on a card. And I am just going to stamp on the inside, better together. Because isn't that true with an anniversary, a couple who's celebrating a golden wedding anniversary? For sure they are better together. So I'm going to use that on the inside of my card. So let's put this together. I'm going to do the inside first, I think, and then we'll work on the outside. So let me grab my Memento Tuxedo Black ink here. And I am going to ink up the better together. Okay, hopefully I got that really nice and inked. It's a pretty big sentiment, so I'm trying to make sure I got enough ink on it. And I'm going to stamp it upside down on this inside piece. It just makes it a little easier for me to get it straight because I can see through it better because I can get my head over it on camera. Okay, I'm going to give it a firm pressure because I really want that to transfer nice. And there we go, better together. And again, that is from the Everyday You and Me stamp set. And then on the inside of this card, well, let's put it inside the card before I add what I want to add here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of seal in each of my corners. Hope you guys are having a great day. I see quite a few people on. Let me know how the weather's going by you and what you've been up to and what you think of all the crazy specials we added this morning, because even I, as a demonstrator, am a little bit overwhelmed. I'm going to close this and rub it just in case any of that ink wasn't completely dry, because that was a big sentiment, but I think it was. So now I have it on there nice and firm. Now what I wanted to show you is I am actually going to add an embellishment to the inside of my card. I rarely do that because if you put gems or pearls or whatever and it goes through the mail, they're going to make a bump on the front of your card and kind of make this look horrible. But we have these gorgeous gold adhesive backed heart sequins These are completely flat, guys. They're so nice. And if you love something like that, the flat embellishments like me, you're going to want to check out on the Celebration those brushed brass butterflies, because those are there too and are the same way. These you can put on the inside of your card, and it's just not going to cause a problem at all. So I'm going to grab one of the largest ones. Let's see how I want to put it. I think I'm going to put it right here, better together. And then one of the little smaller ones, and put it right next to it right there. There you are. So 2 little hearts for our golden anniversary couple, better together. So that's on the inside. And when I run my fingers over here, you can hardly even tell there's anything under there. So that is so cool. Look at that. So that's the inside of our card. For the outside, I'm going to take my large layer that I cut my heart out of. Now guys, this gold cardstock is a premium. Any of my foils and specialty, I try not to waste. So cutting the heart out of the middle of this was a great way to utilize this piece of cardstock. We're going to come in here because it's going to get completely covered up. I'm going to just add my seal in all of my corners so that it sticks down well. We're going to put this on the front of our card, centered with just a little border around it. Just like, let's see how straight I can get it. Just like that, okay? So that is that. And then I want to add these beautiful flowers right on top of there. So you can see how that heart underneath is completely covered up. Because this is a 3D embossing folder and one of the most 3D ones we have, I am going to use seal all around the edge. I want this to lay down nice and flat on my card, and when you have that extra thick embossing on there, it can kind of make your card kind of warped a little bit because it has so much pressure on it. So by putting seal or your adhesive all the way around the edge, it'll help this to lie flat onto my card. So let's see if I can get this centered pretty well and straight. There we go. Just going to give it a little bit of a pressure around the edges to make sure it's adhered. This is embossed. I'm not pushing really hard or with a bone folder because I don't want to push the embossing out at all. But believe me, it really is embossed. Looks like I got a little glue on there. Let me grab my glue eraser here. If you don't have a gum eraser like this, you should invest in one because it'll pick up. I had some glue on my finger, I think, from the seal. It'll pick that right off and take it off of your card. So look how pretty this is. This would just be an elegant note card to send off to people without any other sentiment. Just the way it is, just like this. You can buy note cards in the store that are elegant like that, and I love this. What a great thank you note for a wedding to do these and send out. Anyway, I digress. Okay, let's finish putting our card together. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment for the outside. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to stamp it after. I am going to cut out my banner for the outside of my card. So out of the mixed labels, I am going to pull this banner image. And I'm going to grab my little mini cut and emboss machine here. And we're just going to cut out one of these banners. Now I'm not going to use washi or anything because the scrap I'm doing it on is plenty big. If it was pretty close to the edges, then I would put some washi tape on to hold it in place. So let's run that through. And now we have our beautiful little banner for the front of our card. I'm going to put this back onto the sticky on my thighs here just to hold it in place and not lose it. And put this over to the side. And let's get rid of our plates and our scraps because we don't need those anymore. You can see my well-loved plate here. It is well loved. And it does sometimes make marks, but if it does, it's on the back of the image. And on this one, it didn't even do that. So I keep using it until I can't anymore. Once it snaps in half, then I'll throw it away, I guess. I don't know. I use them and use them and use them, and they work wonderful. Okay, so here is our little banner. On here, I'm going to use our Memento Black ink because I'm keeping this really elegant. And I am going to stamp Happy Anniversary. This is a tiny little sentiment, so when you do that, you want to be sure it's completely inked up. When it's tiny like that, sometimes it's hard, or easy, I'm sorry, to miss one edge of it. But I also don't want to push it in so hard that I pick up any extra ink. So I'm just tapping it on the Memento, just so the letters touch, but none of the edging, okay? And then we're going to stamp this, hopefully kind of in the center on this banner. Just giving it a little firm pressure. And there we go. Simple, simple little happy anniversary banner. And to put our card together, we are going to take our larger heart and I'm going to add some seal to the back of it. And I put it quite a bit because this is going to stick down on top of this embossed layer and I want to be sure it adheres. So I'm coming over here to the side, leaving just a little edge of the flowers and putting that down. I'm going to turn it over and give it some pressure, not extremely firm, but enough so that all of that glue is touching the image. And there we go. There is our first heart. And then we're going to take this heart border. So let me add some Tombow glue to this. Now I do have a tip for you, or something I just want you to make aware of. I don't use Tombow glue with foil very often because if any of it oozes out and gets on there, the adhesive eraser will not pick it up from foil. It will look smudged and dirty. So you want to be very careful when you're using this to just use the tiniest amount. You could cut this out with our adhesive sheets. That would have worked too. Then you would have adhesive on the back of this heart. And this one, honestly, I didn't even think of that because I made a couple of these ahead of time and never thought of my adhesive sheets. I do forget them. And they're such a good tool for things like this. But I am coming in and every few scallops just putting a tiny little dot of Tombow. The great thing about Tombow is that it holds so well once it adheres. And I'm putting quite a few dots because it is going on top of that embossed layer. So it won't touch everywhere because of that, but wherever it does touch, it's going to hold. So I did quite a few of them to make sure that I have plenty that will touch on that embossing. And now I'm going to grab my tweezers because when I do stuff like this, I need another hand. So I'm going to put my tweezers on here, right here. This way I can lay it very gently on here, get it placed exactly where I want it, and not worry about it moving or that glue spreading. Because if that glue would spread, it's going to mess it up. So we're just going to come in here and I am going to lay this heart right down onto that other heart. So they're just overlapping a little bit. I'm leaving about the same border over here on the side. And then for this one, I'm going to take a block and lay it on top of there and give it some pressure. After this, I'll probably turn it over too, but I want to make sure wherever those little dots of Tombow can adhere, that I'm not going to miss them. So by putting a big block over it, it really helps it adhere. And then one last step, just to be sure, I'm going to just one more time give it a little bit of pressure. All right, there we go. That's not going anywhere, guys. It is down. Yay. Okay, now we're going to add our banner. So for the banner, I'm going to take some dimensionals and pop this one up. So let's do 3 dimensionals on the back of here. Now I plan to make like 8 or 9 of these, so I have enough for all of the golden wedding anniversaries coming up. I've got the stuff out right now. I might as well do it. So that is my plan. And we're going to place this so that just the tail of the heart comes off over here and this tail comes up onto this. And I'm going to do it just a little bit at an angle. Nothing dramatic, just a tiny little angle on there. Happy anniversary. Look how pretty that looks and how elegant. I love it. I was so happy when I was making these and playing with them. I think they turned out great. And then we're going to add some of these hearts to the front of this. Now, normally I don't add embellishments on top of dimensionals, but because these hearts are so flat, I am not going to worry about that in any way. So we're going to place one of these little golden hearts down over on this side. And then the medium, so that was the largest, the medium one, if I can get it on my snips here. I hate that when it's the wrong direction. Let's see if I can turn it around. I can do that. The medium one I'm going to place over on this side, kind of down a little bit. And then one of the little tiny ones I'm going to place right above it, right over here. So let's see where I want it. Don't want it. I think I'm going to come up here a little bit onto this other section. Okay, so there are our three little hearts. And that is our card, guys. What do you think? Some great products used in here, some online exclusives you may not have seen, like the mixed labels and the mixed labels dies. Just fun stuff. So don't miss out on our online exclusives when you are shopping. So this is the card on the outside. This is the inside, better together. And then let me show you that envelope one more time and how I embossed that label or that flap on it. Now you could add a sentiment here if you wanted, but I just think it's so elegant that when it comes in the mail, they're going to see this and they're going to be happy with it. But if you wanted, you could take that better together or that happy anniversary and add it to the front of your card. Okay, let's put this out along with the instruction sheet one more time. This is the recipe. If you do want to take a screenshot of it, go ahead and do that now while it's on the screen. I will be posting both of these in the comments of this video later today, so they will be there for you. And I really appreciate everyone who says that helps them to have that recipe. I'm glad to do it if I know it's helping you. So I really appreciate you, and let me know when things I do help you or not. Because if I'm just doing something and it's for fluff, then I have too much to do to worry about fluff stuff, if that makes sense. And then don't forget again about our adhesive backed heart sequins if you haven't purchased these, because these are also an online exclusive. Okay guys, that is our card for today. Thank you for taking some time to be with me. I hope you liked it. I hope you got some tips and tricks. Don't forget to leave your comments for a chance to win today's card. You have till midnight tomorrow night at the earliest. I will actually take any comments until I draw, but for sure till midnight tomorrow night to be entered. So I'd love to hear from you. I hope you'll consider taking advantage of the mystery box anniversary special going this month, because you're going to double what you're getting for the price, which is awesome. And then don't forget about all the new celebration offerings, which are crazy, and the new kits that we introduced today, and the last chance list. Oh, so much going on. Anyway, I would love to have your business. If you are looking for Stampin' Up! Products, for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, if you're interested in joining my team and becoming a crazy stamping lady like me, because remember, I was only going to do this for just to get the kit and quit, and here I am 28 years later. Just let me know. I would love to hear from you. You can reach out to me by email at crazystampinglady@gmail.com. My plan is to be back here on Friday at 10:30 a.m. Central Time with some more inspiration. So I hope you can find some time to spend with me then. Again, tongue twisted. Maybe I haven't had enough coffee, right? I was so busy printing all those flyers. I hope you can find some time to spend with me then. And I will see you all soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.